Okay, boop. And boop. Okay, good morning. Boop. Oh my god, I forgot to title it correctly again. Bah. It's still day 2. It's day 3 now. Bam. Oh my god, I forgot something else too. I forgot the death counter. And for some reason, the death counter is in my installed programs, but it never comes up when I search for it. I also can't... Okay, there it goes. That's weird. Sometimes the death counter thing works, and sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know why. Once I get it working, it seems to work, though. It's working now. Good morning, Pecking Random. How's the audio? Audio's good? Okay. Alright, let's get this start. Or wait, okay, before I actually boot it up, close Chrome. Close my random file explorer. That should be everything. Boop. Should be able to see it now. How's Millie doing? I feel like she's a bit better than yesterday. She's still not eating as much as I would want her to. But I'm a little bit less worried because she's not getting worse. She hasn't had like a coughing fit all in a row like she'd had yesterday. She occasionally, she'll just like cough once or twice. And she is at least eating enough that like it's a noticeably less of an appetite, but like she is eating. Oh, and I officially cleaned her other ear. Which she wasn't very happy. I had to take her out of her cubby, and she was like, oh, okay, I didn't want to go out of my cubby, but if you're petting me. And then I just friggin' dunk like 50,000 gallons of ear cleaning solution into her ear and rub it all in there. And like, she's like, friggin', oh my god, I have been betrayed. And she goes right back into her cubby. It's the saddest thing. Okay, anyways, let me just make sure it's working, because friggin' nothing ever works. Nothing will ever work. Technical difficulties are canon. Game Champ, we had a raid? Oh, sorry, yeah, thank you very much for the raid, also known as BB. Thank you, heart emojis. Sorry, I was distracted with Cat. I'm also going to be very distracted with video game in a couple seconds. Okay, Rockman Turbo. Or, Rockman not Turbo. Okay, that's everything. Okay. I also want to just quickly show off, actually, just do a little bit of practice in general. Okay, so Brightman. I'm doing a little bit of a different strategy now, as you may be familiar with from yesterday. Okay, I didn't get to show it off there, but you may have noticed the big difference with my strategy. The is visible if you pay really close attention. I'm not waiting I'm not waiting in front of him anymore, which was how I did my prior strategy. I used to wait in front of him as long as possible, and then run away, so that if he jumps, then he would jump, like, not very far. But then I also have to move fast enough that I just don't get shot directly in the face. I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, now... So he jumps really close, but... Oh, whoops! That was just a flub on my slide. I should have jumped. I was distracted because I was trying to explain it. But yeah, so now, if he ends up jumping and he gets close to me, instead, I just jump over every shot. Which is very scary, and I'd prefer if he gives me RNG so I don't have to do it. It's much safer to just be across the room. But having this strat, I think, is just way more consistent and less dangerous. Still very scary, but more consistent than the strat I'd been using. There we go. This is it. Oh god. Also, somebody sent me a video that goes over the AI for the 8 bosses. So now I know a little bit more in-depth stuff. That doesn't really change the strats, but it's just nice to know. Like, he's actually more likely to jump if you're close to him, and more likely to shoot if you're far away from him. Which means he is actually tuned to give me good RNG. But of course, with bad RNG, he can still give me bad RNG. It's not guaranteed. Ooh. Oh my god. Imagine if that happened in an actual run. Okay, so yeah, that's just to that. And then also, Skullman. We got Skullman strats. You probably saw it on Twitter. But Skullman's a little bit different. So it turns out, I think I actually knew this, but I never got into the nitty-gritty. And I just sort of forgot over, like, the couple months since I dropped the game. Skullman is actually technically just controlled by the player. Like, he just does things in reaction to the player. And also, he doesn't even react to a lot of things. You can jump, you can slide. You can even charge up and throw Pharaoh at him, but it doesn't he's immune to it, so it doesn't really help. Basically, he only does stuff if either you press left, you press right, or you press B. That does not include releasing B, which is why I'm able to charge up Pharaoh, because I press B in the weapon menu. And then I fire it by releasing B. So I can use this knowledge. I can bait him now. So now I know if I walk, then he will shoot at me. If I shoot, he will jump at me. And also, the other thing is, he's programmed to never do the same action a specific number of times in a row. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3. It wasn't really super... I mean, it may have been super clear in the video, but I didn't really get it. But the point is, he won't do the same action too many times in a row. Instead, he'll do the other action. But yeah, I can sort of cheese him now a little with that knowledge. Okay, I think he will jump when I move now. Yep, there he goes. Okay. And boom. Now I don't have to worry about running away from him because I can just do this. So yeah, Skullman is a little bit more easy. I wouldn't say he's totally cheesed, but there's some cheese in there to make him easier. And Diveman is still not super duper the best. However, the way Diveman works, so the way he works is if you are close to him or far away from him, then he'll choose to use like a specific move. If you're far away from him, then he'll choose to shoot 3 missiles and then charge. And if you're near him, he'll choose to charge and then shoot 1 missile. But then also, if you move in between lanes, then the number of missiles he fires will change mid-volley. It's very, very weird. But the gist is, I know that the distance-wise, he'll do the same thing every time. If I just bait him. So I'm far away, so he'll shoot 3 missiles. And I just want to keep getting just far enough away on my dodges. So make sure I stick by him a little just before he charges, so that he's more in the center of the room. And that way, at the edge of the room, I'm far enough away from him that he'll always shoot 3 missiles. So that's the big thing. That was basically already my strategy. I just didn't realize exactly how it worked. But now I know how it works, which means I'll be able to do it more consistently. So is this a real run? No, this is practice. Believe it or not, I am not capable of getting to friggin' Wily Stage 4 in 13 minutes. But okay, I'm just gonna, let's start an actual run now. I thought this was real. I'm sorry. I'll try to be a god gamer tomorrow. Am I better today? I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah. Still worried about Millie, but I can still do my job. Thank you very much for the subscription, Nintendo fan. Amazing, wonderful first run. This is gonna be such a good. RNG? I agree. The game just gave me a bad dice roll there. For real, if this level was later in the run, then I would be using like Rush Jet here. Unfortunately, we get Rush Jet like very last. So, how's everybody's days been? Mine's been okay. Went for a walk this morning. Got a latte. As usual. Had a long phone call with my mom. It was nice. And actually, just before this stream, I was actually going to start this stream like a couple hours ago. But there's this one game on Steam. It was like an indie game from a few years back called Millie, Child of Geos. Which is like, it's basically like a very casual sort of collect-a-thon thing. There's this island with a bunch of wood people and spirits, and you rip flowers off the spirits' backs, and they scream in terror, and it's super fun. And, like, I was gonna play it, like, what happened was, it was food time for the cats. In 15 minutes, when I was setting up this stream, and I was like, well, I mean, I can't start the stream now, because then cat food for the cats in, like, no time. And then I noticed I had it installed because I still had some achievements left from back when I originally played the game years ago. Oh, dagnabbit. Back when I originally played the game years ago, I did not care about Steam achievements at all. I just completely ignored them. Because, I don't know if you noticed, but the Steam achievement system sucks. It still does, for the record. The Steam achievement system still completely sucks. Because, like, there's... Literally, when you get an achievement, what happens when you get an achievement on Steam? Can you take a guess? Can you take a guess what happens when you get an achievement on Steam? Your number of achievements goes up by 1. That's what happens when you get an achievement on Steam. No gamer score, no level, no friggin... All it is number of achievements up by 1. Well, okay, maybe that might be something, as long as, you know, there's some checks and balances in there. No, there are singular games that came out that have, like, thousands of achievements. And if I dared play a single one, I would double my achievement count of all the achievements I'd gotten in years. So, yeah, not the best. Who cares? So, I was, like, counting completion for games just based on, like, the in-game stuff. And just ignoring the actual Steam achievements. But then, over the years, people did Valve's job for them. And there's, like, aggregator sites that actually track your achievements. And, like, apply values to them. Like, just sort of based on, like, analytics stuff of, like, percentage of players who got them. So now I care about Steam achievements. And so there's a few games back then that have, like, pretty simple but grindy achievements that I just don't have. So Millie, Child of Geos, it has some stupid achievements that are just like, pick 1,000 flowers, break 1,000 vases. Which, like, I had, like, 500 flowers after 100%ing the game. And vases, I think, only, like, 300 after 100%ing the game. So you just gotta grind a lot. And then, like, really random stuff, like, use 5 invisibility potions, which are basically useless. And also, I'm surprised it didn't do this. There's one for maxing your grip gauge. Which I'm actually wondering if maybe it's not possible to max your grip gauge if you focus on, like, the other skills. Maybe that's why I didn't max it. But I actually I almost maxed my speed first before investing in my grip gauge. So hopefully that doesn't screw me over and I don't have to replay the game again. Oh no. My favorite game on Steam doesn't have achievements natively. Yeah, then that's a free out. Friggin' just go buy in-game stuff. For me, the number of importance of achievement systems, in my personal opinion, of what they're used from worst to best. Steam, PlayStation, Google Play, retro achievements. Wait, Xbox! You gotta list Xbox! Where's Xbox on the list? Oh no, I'm in awe here. And hold on, you didn't even list the greatest achievement system of them all, the Epic Games Store. How could you forget about the Epic Games Store? I hear their achievements are almost about to release out of the pre-release. Morning, Delta. Never played this one. GameCube D-pad kept... GameCube D-pad, I'm so sorry. Is this going better than the third game? Yes, this game is much easier. We've already gotten to, like, level 12 out of 16, I think it is. Nintendo Switch when they say the devs can put it in themselves, but that's not how achievements. Nah. Now I do want to say I really think that them not having an achievement system on Switch is actually an intentional decision, because Nintendo does seem like they'd have the mindset of like they don't want the achievements to like they don't want people to feel they have to do things in the game. Which my argument to that is, well, if like it's in the game, then you already kind of have to do it. I don't really see the distinction between an achievement being there and people going out of their way for the achievement, and just the game having the thing in the game and going out of your way to do the thing in the game to finish the game. Which they already have really stupidly grindy stuff, even in Nintendo's first-party stuff. For example, getting all of the achievements in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Did I mention they still put in-game achievements in their games now? Would you pick 1,000 flowers without the achievement? No, because there is no in-game acknowledgement of picking 1,000 flowers. As far as in-game is concerned, picking 1,000 flowers is exactly as much of an achievement as picking 100 billion flowers. Like, there'd be no, like logical stopping point, according to the game. Give me a second. I was just checking on Millie. I wasn't sure if she was snoring or if she was, like, wheezing. She's snoring. Which is normal for Millie. Also, somebody was saying earlier that, like you'd want achievements to be an option on Switch. I mean, and I do want to know. I'm not sure. Steam doesn't let you, for some stupid reason. Steam, the way it works, in order to turn off achievements, you have to turn off the overlay entirely. And then it removes the ability to get achievements at all. And also you don't have the overlay. But on PlayStation, you can turn off trophy notifications. And then you can just play the game without trophy pop-ups happening. That is actually how I prefer to play most games first playthrough. I only turn the notifications on for, like, more arcadey style games. Or if, like, it's just, like, post-game stuff and I don't care about immersion at all anymore. So, like, that stuff's already been thought of, and like, it's a thing. You can just turn the notifications off and they're just unlocking in the background and you'll never even know. Other than, they do display them, like, next to the game, like, on the launch screen for the game. So there is that. Champ, please change the music. I was about to, Pecking Random. I was about to, but I've got a granola bar here that I was saving for this stream, and you know what? All of a sudden, I really want to just eat this granola bar. Just want to take a break and eat this granola bar right now. I really just think this is the best thing that I could do right now. What if I don't want to unlock them or I don't want the overlay? Well, yeah, I guess if you really, really insist that you don't want to unlock achievements, then I guess. Maybe they should have an option. It's just that just seems so counter to me. Like, why would you ever not want to get achievements? Even invisibly. I can understand not wanting the pop-ups in the middle of the game, because it does kind of take you out of it when like you're going, no, super duper, I can't believe you've been decapitated. Wah! And then in the top left of the screen it goes, whoa, you did it! You saw super duper get decapitated! And the description's like, observed the badass super decapitation of a beloved friend. And friggin' like, it's just like this super duper tacky shiny gold trophy. 500 gamer score. There are games with achievements like die 50 times or die in every possible way. Yeah, what about it? I'm so glad I got an achievement that spoiled the cool second phase reveal. Wonderful when you kill the final boss, and then you get an achievement for completing the first 50% of the game. The only trophy pop-up that has improved my experience of a game was in Portal 2. Oh yeah, I know that one. I think the achievement for beating the game in Grand Theft Auto 4 is actually a really good one, because they actually use it in like an interesting way. Which, without getting too far into spoiling it, they do it in a way that, like, thematically works very well. Like, it's supposed to not feel good to have that achievement popping in the middle. Like, on purpose. You using a boss weapon outside of a boss arena? I know, it's illegal, but, like, I mean, when you're gonna do a game damageless, like, you gotta cheat. There's no way around it. Oh, crap. Ah. I missed a Cap Attack. Yeah, I still need to watch the original anime it was based on. And then I can play the original game, and then I can play the Cap Attack. Also, possibly the manga that the anime was based on, because of course they're always based on a manga. Question marks? Haha! You just come out there and say, "Oh yeah, I need to play the anime the Cap Attack is based on." Friggin' nerd, always gonna be someone who don't know. Yeah, no, the Cap Attack, it's like a Doki Doki Panic situation. Like, except even like more extreme, where they just made an entirely new game. Like, in the engine of the game they were localizing. It's weird. But yeah, it's the original game. Well, there it goes. So that's a glitch that can happen. Thank you very much for the subscription, Autumn. Basically, if you freeze... If I understood it correctly, if you freeze Pharaoh on the exact same frame that his invulnerability frames run out, then he will not get frozen until he finishes performing whatever action he is currently attempting to perform. Or... maybe it's on the same frame as his invulnerability frame start? I don't know, one or the other. It's frame perfect, right? Yep, it's frame perfect, but in a way that screws you as opposed to helping you. Why does the Flash stun Pharaoh? It's his weakness. How's this going so far? Today, not the best. We haven't gotten past Pharaoh Man. Pharaoh Man is the farthest we got, but then he screwed us over with a frame-perfect glitch. As in, he did a frame-perfect glitch against us. Could somebody actually clip this so that I know that, like, just make a clip right now and title it Pharaoh Glitch or something like that? That way I can look through my clips and find the exact timestamp of this recording. And that way it will make my job so much easier when I make the video. Because I'll actually be able to find the exact time when the glitch happens instead of having to recreate it. Too late to clip? No, it isn't. You just clip right now and I'll know that it's like a couple minutes earlier. Well, that was not how you were supposed to do that, but... Okay, cool, thank you. Oh my god. That's not how hitboxes work. But champ, people are gonna be confused. Do people watch clips? Do people, like, go out of their way to watch clips? I thought those were just for the streamer to relive the happy memories. The happy memories of the whatchamacall, what was it? Super Duper Heavy Rain 2EO brothers. What was that game called? You had a ghost, you had a ghost. And Ghost was your best buddy. But I spent like an hour waiting for pizza. The pizza never came. No, wait, the pizza did come. It was Indigo Prophecy 3. What was it called? It was the prequel to Detroit. What was it called? Heavy Rain? No, Heavy Rain 2. Beyond Two Souls, yeah! Yeah, I never saved that run. The Beyond Two Souls run when I did a Let's Stream of it. And I always regretted it because that was like a friggin' incredible good time. But it lives on in Twitch clips. You know, I have considered doing a dumb fun gaming of the Heavy Rain franchise. No, not the entire franchise in one video. Just in general, doing dumb fun gaming on those games! That's not something I practice for. Is this guy just more useless than Top Man? He tries. I don't know why you say more useless than Top Man, though, because Top Man, like, genuinely was a boss that, like, you have to try for. That was Weapon. Topspin is a great weapon because it one-shots the final boss? That is false. It kills the final boss in, like, friggin' a dozen hits. It just happens to rapid-fire combo. In fact, come to think of it, even with the rapid fire combo, it still doesn't... It doesn't even do it with one bullet. You need to fire 2 bullets. Or maybe I'm just thinking that you fire 2 bullets for safety! Okay, I think I was actually high enough I wouldn't have gotten hit by that. Still scary, though. Whew. I'm back from shower. How we doing? We very doing. We just beat Brightman. Okay, I guess we're not doing that much. Meh. I just realized you don't own Morrowind on Steam? I haven't played Arena yet. Do you really Come on, Delta. I have barely even touched Celeste. Come on. You know this is a bad idea. No one's played Arena. Technically, I have played it in the sense that I have booted it up and did things a little bit. But I didn't really keep up with that playthrough. Like, it was just... I booted it up a little bit and didn't do anything with it. You haven't beaten Celeste, but I thought you were trans. Friggin', I was friggin' trans before Celeste was even friggin'... I don't know what happens in Celeste. There's a mountain. And Celeste really wants to climb that mountain. I think the mountain was called Celeste? Weird choice there. Okay, everybody, I got a weird question. So, like, why is Zelda trying to rescue Princess Zelda? Why did they name the princess after Link? Dagnabbit! You know what? Screw it! Why did they name the princess after Link, also known as Zelda? Link Zelda? Princess Zelda viral. Oh, wait, actually, Delta, I just realized. Giving him Morrowind might be a bad idea. Becca might have Morrowind on her Steam account. So that might actually be a terrible idea. Because she might already have Morrowind. I might already have Morrowind via Rebecca. She does, don't care. Okay, I mean, if you want to waste your money, I guess if you're that dedicated. Already sent. Heart emojis, thank you. One interesting thing about that whale, I always thought that its hitbox was always in the center no matter when you freeze it. Its hitbox actually does lower with, like, the laser thing, even though its sprite is actually permanently in the same spot. And it just sort of, like, after that animation is finished, then the whale, like, becomes visible there. But its hitbox actually does travel downward. So, very weird. Because, yeah, if you freeze it early, then you have to jump higher to hit it. Why is Dive weak to skulls? Yar me mateys. For pirates are the they make the sea their own, you know. They don't bow to the seas. Oh no, oh my god. I'm being cold and miserable because of winter? Aw, heart emojis. Very warm heart emojis. It's summer, though? You're not gonna believe this. Gonna blow your friggin' mind. There's people all over the planet. They, in fact, live in places other than your house. Does the right thing not work on other bosses? No, it only works on Pharaoh because it's his weakness. However, it does work on mini-bosses. So is it just useless against Pharaoh and mini-bosses? It also works on standard enemies. I should clarify. Nah, missed. No, missed again. Messed up a little there, but still got it. How are the runs going? Farthest I got was yesterday. I got to the Cossack boss battle. Which is very significant since that's a final boss battle. And today, this is the farthest we've gotten. Still in the middle of the main 8 stages. What's the deal with trying to freeze the hippos in Ringman stage? There's just a funny visual glitch, which is basically 50-50. It's just you have to initiate the battle with the hippos, which happens when you land on the ground, while the screen is currently flashing. Like it goes, like it flashes, like full white, full black, full white, full black, like that. You've got to get it while it's flashing white. So the background stays white then? Yep. Which makes things weird with the hippo. Its sprite is not meant to be viewed like that. Nope. 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 Yes! Good! Okay. What are the odds on getting an E-Tank from Eddie? I think relatively good. I don't know, but I feel like it's even odds from Eddie for any of the things that Eddie can drop. That's just what it feels like. But either way, good enough that, like, you shouldn't ever need to grind for the Eddie drop you want for very long. Uh-oh. There we go. Have you ever played Risk of Rain? Not yet. Sorry. I own it, though. Somehow. Probably a Humble Bundle? Oh, whoops, wrong one. For some reason, Skullman stage, I always get, like, that ladder climb and this one confused. Did you intentionally clear your throat to the music? I don't think so. Who knows, maybe I did it, like, unconsciously. Like, that is a thing that I would do consciously sometimes, but if I did it just then, my brain was not like doing any of the thinkies for it. Alright, time to test the new strat. So I'm gonna be right back, and if I get back, then, and like the run's still on, then I know the strat works. Okay. Looks like the run's still on. Chat, can you confirm for me? Did I get hit while I was gone? Nope, I'm good. Okay. I should go get some water. Now time to see if I flub. I flubbed. Amazing. Oh, I forgot he runs. Yeah, what happened was I thought I saw him shooting upward with that third shot. Like, I legit thought that it was going upward. But then, clearly it wasn't, because then it hit me. What's the boss order? We start with Toad, and then it's mostly weakness order. The exception is Diveman, who we do Diveman after Pharaoh Man. But then everything else is weakness order from Ringman. the charge shots was added to this game, if I understand correctly. Yep. Rockman 3 added slide, Rockman 4 added charge. And then that was the standard move set for every game going forward. Except, I guess, 11. 11 added the double gear system, but we haven't gotten a game since 11, so who knows if that will become a standard. It is also worth noting 9 and 10. Yeah, technically those are exceptions, but they're exceptions in the sense that they had the Rockman 1 moveset. Remove them for no reason? Not for no reason. It was 9 and 10, well, 9 specifically, 10 just sort of piggybacking off of 9. 9 was, like, intentionally intended as, like, a retro throwback thing. And also, it actually sort of popularized the retro throwback thing. Back when Rockman 9 came out, like, there were a couple other games that were doing, like, the retro throwback. Whoa, isn't that funny how this game has 8-bit graphics? But I think Rockman 9 was the game where, like, it was a really big deal that we were getting another Rockman game, and it was just straight up an NES Rockman game. But of course, the actual design of it more reflected a modern game. But it's got the aesthetics of an NES Rockman. Nine is my second favorite next to 2, but that doesn't mean I can't have issues. Oh yeah, 9 is incredible. Like, they do a lot for even with the lack of a slide. What if we sent our designers back in time to the 80s to make a Rockman game, but with modern game design? Yeah, pretty much. Although it is worth noting, technically they did cheat. There are like aspects of it that would not have been possible on the NES, at least not without like serious jerry-rigging. Or actually, no, even literally impossible. Just like I'm pretty sure there are spaces where the colors would not be possible. Because NES does have strict color limitations. Like, you can do a lot of fancy tricks to get some super sweet graphics, but super sweet colors? Nah, never gonna happen. Nice. Don't you just love when a platformer makes a level gimmick out of not letting you see the platforms? Actually, the player is technically in control of that. The way it works is that the lights go out when you shoot a light bulb, and then they go back on when you trigger a firework by shooting the guys on the ground, the firework launcher guys. And in the middle of that one section, the only platforms that actually matter are always visible. What was Pharaoh Man supposed to do? Kill Rockman? No, I want to be clear. I know that they were repurposed Dr. Cossack robots. Dr. Cossack just made a Pharaoh robot to kill Rockman. The other 7 weren't made to kill Rockman, but Pharaoh Man, oh yeah. Cossack was just like, you know, I gotta have a contingency plan. Oh my god, Dagnabbit. I mean, killing Rockman is better than the other robots who were just tour guides. And here you see the city's entire sewer system. You really shouldn't be here right now. Oh! Oh, wow. Haven't seen that in an actual run before. It's happened in practice, just not in an actual run. I thought Skullman managed crematories. Yeah, that sounds about in line for Rockman world. Oh. Yeah. Hate when that happens. Could you not? Holy jeez, Bright. Oh, by the way, someone was like, "Oh, all the Rockman games are canon." It was actually, I'm not sure who exactly said it, but one of the rock people, they were asked about it, and they mentioned that as far as they saw it, that one particular person, I'm not sure if it's the stance of all of the rock devs. The X series is more of like a what if scenario. What if far future, darker Rockman. So it's not necessarily that the classic Rockman games lead to the X games. It's that the X games take place in a future of the Rockman games. Doesn't Battle Network also exist in its own world? Yeah, basically. Though I haven't played the later games, so I wouldn't be surprised if in the later games, like, you just friggin' go like, Rockman shows up and he's just walking around and he says, "Hi, I'm from the other dimension. Do you want to trade friggin' NetNavi cards?" Where am I? There I am. Oh, and then there's also just, like even within the X, like, so the Zero games, like, the Zero games are explicitly, like, taken off of the ending of X5. That's a big important one. Like, as far as the Zero games are concerned, the games after X5 didn't happen. And also, this is very important to note, as far as X7 is concerned, X5 and X6 didn't happen. So there's that. It gets a little weird. Thought it was the ending of X4? Nope. X5. Just very much nope, because X4 doesn't really have, like, a conclusive ending to the series like X5 does. Or, X4 does not have a conclusive ending like X5 does. Like, X4 is more sort of like a... It's actually more of like a standalone story. Like, I don't recall it really doing anything major for the main overarching plotline. Like, it just sort of tells the story of Repliforce. Which also, I do want to know, I really like about it, and that's why X4 is, like, the best one that is in X1. Also, please don't actually say anything out loud. Keep in mind, spoilers. There's a reason I'm being vague about it. The Zero games are peak Rockman, by the way? No, they're not. They're peak Symphony of the Night, but with a Rockman twist. I haven't even played Symphony of the Night, and I know it's Symphony of the Night. I can tell you haven't played Symphony of the Night. Because you think it's Symphony of the Night. I know it's Symphony of the Night. I've played Rockman 0. I've looked at Symphony of the Night. Somebody asked a terrible question, but I can't see it in the chat. But I'm guessing they were asking about Rockman and Forte. I have not played Rockman and Forte casually yet, so I can't answer any questions on, like, if I'm going to do a challenge run of it. Do the get all the CD challenge. But that's not a challenge. That's just regular playing the game, isn't it? Aren't those just collectibles? I mean, maybe it's challenging, but like, if it's just a thing that's in the game. So I'm guessing the Damageless runs will not be continuing into the X series. The plan for right now is to do the 6 NES games, and then the Oyster is my world. So just do whatever Rockman games you like. I'll at least stick to, like, going in order within a series. But I will potentially do other series after Rockman 6. But I will not move on to any other series before Rockman 6. Am I gonna do Rockman 5? Oh, definitely. Yeah, first 6 NES games, definitely. Wait, you say Rockman 5... You're talking about the Game Boy game, Rockman World 5, aren't you? Like I said, I'm gonna do the first... I'm gonna do the first 6 NES games before I get to any of the other series. And it's not the It's Rockman World 5. Jeez. I don't know why everybody gets this weird idea. And don't get me started on Rockman Mega World. That game's name is just cursed. Oh no, oh god. Rockman what world? Rockman Mega World. Will you be doing 7? Like I said, go first 6 games, and then we go from there. I ain't doing no promises on nothing. Uh-oh. That works. Nice. For some reason, if you slide, it can delay the end of the level. It's weird. I feel like it's easier underwater too, and like if you just beat Diveman, because I feel like it happens more often when I'm in Diveman's level, or maybe even at all in Diveman's level. I don't know if I've ever seen it happen anywhere else. I imagine it works some way similar that the Brightman's does, where like the timer is. Like the bright flash thing, it only ticks the counter when you're not sliding. If you slide, then the timer pauses. So maybe it has something similar to that. Could also be it's like the Mario flagpole situation where like you're waiting for your bus or whatever, and so if I'm sliding, then I skip the bus and wait for the next bus. What are the rules? Basically just like the original CPU setting, like no emulator features, so no save states. Get hit, reset. Gotta beat the entire game without getting hit. Yeah, there we go. Do you practice each part individually, or just do a full run each time? Both. Sometimes I'll practice with an entire run. Sometimes I'll just like make a save state before the level and then practice that level over and over. I'm guessing using the Legacy Collection's rapid fire counts as long as it's not ridiculous 20 CPS autofire. Autofire is not allowed. I can understand if somebody did this and they allowed autofire, because, like, God knows on the NES, there were plenty of controllers with it. Everybody had one. And I'm sure there was at least one officially supported Nintendo controller that had autofire on it. But me personally, I do not allow autofire. Outside of the obvious Rockman 3, which of the NES games do you think was/will be the hardest to do this challenge in? Honestly, I think Rockman 2 would be the hardest other than Rockman 3. I expect, like, 4, I already know is easier than 2 and 3. And 5 and 6, I expect to be relatively similar in difficulty, because basically, with 4, specifically with 4, almost every boss is designed in such a way that there is a guaranteed way to not get hit. Like, explicitly designed that way from the beginning. I do kind of question if they actually expected me to be using Balin, though. Because you have to use Balin a lot for the safe strats. I think 5 will be hard thanks to the Darkmen. I did the Darkmen Damageless segmented because of the Retro Achievement set, and I recall that not being a big deal. Like, keep in mind, I'm comparing to Rockman 2. Like, when I'm making this comparison. Like, sure, there's stuff where you gotta try. Every game is gonna have stuff where you have to try. But when I think of problem stuff to worry about, I'm thinking Quickman. And I want to clarify, when I say I'm thinking Quickman, I'm thinking Quickman's actual moveset before I found a cheese method, which is definitely not what the devs intended. Basically, the decreased difficulty mostly just comes from the later NES games being better designed. Now, I want to be clear. I wouldn't... I do probably say quote-unquote better designed sometimes when I refer to that. But it's really not that they're better designed. It's just that they have a more palatable design sensibility. I don't like the idea of equating, like, oh, you can always dodge everything guaranteed as quote-unquote good design. I think there is plenty of room for the player to get hit for no fault of their own, and it can still be a totally fair game. Because the big thing to always keep in mind is the player is at an unfair advantage from the beginning. Like, the player has a huge unfair advantage against the game. Like, in every game, always. So you gotta balance that out somehow. And modern games choose just not to balance it out most of the time, at all. And they just let the player be super overpowered. The idea is they want the player to win. But some of these old games, no! Sometimes they don't necessarily want the player to win. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome to have, like, a game that, like, it tries to kill you? Tries to murder you? And in general, like, I think even Rockman games are a good case in point. Like, sure, sometimes you'll get hit, but you will never die from sheer RNG against any of the bosses in the Rockman games. You will always be able to win if you don't suck too much. You'll take a couple hits, maybe, from sheer RNG, but, like, you will never die from RNG. Health is a resource that you expend in the process of progressing, just like ammo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's sort of how I think about it. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, it's saying that like forcing hits is bad design. Like if you think about it, would you say the same for forcing the player to use limited ammo? Now I'm not sure I'm gonna add this to my my tools of think do for this argument, because it does seem like that is a bit of a different scenario there. Because using ammo isn't usually seen as a punishment, you know? There is a different context there. People usually see taking damage as a quote-unquote punishment. And that's the problem. Stop seeing it as a punishment. It is in fact a reward. You get pain. What are you playing video games for if not for that sweet, sweet pain? Oh, wait. Okay, okay. Yes! Ah, thank God. I was worried this run was just going to be over just due to sheer RNG. Speaking of people saying things bad game design that really makes me go, no, that's not bad. Friggin' RNG in general. People are like, oh, this boss has RNG, such the bad design. And like, what you talking about? Do you have any idea how boring it is to be able to just memorize a boss that has a very specific pattern that you can just memorize and then do the same thing over and over every time you fight them? Like, friggin', you don't even have to get that good at the game to just memorize a boss. But now, memorizing the boss's patterns and learning how to fight them with the RNG, now that takes skill. And that's a big part why I think it's not a big deal that sometimes you can randomly get hit, because like it's not a necessary evil, but it's sort of necessary in order to have bosses that actually test the player's skill by use of RNG. It tests the most important skill a player can ever learn, adaptive friggin-ability. And patience. That is also the most important skill that a player could ever learn. Patience friggin' ents. Nah, wrong one. Oh my god. We'll say, I find it annoying when a boss's RNG can just plain make it impossible for the player to win at all through no fault of the players. Yeah, but, I mean, I have seen very few games actually do that. I've seen a lot of players say, oh my god, I died due to pure RNG. And meanwhile, here I am watching them and like, they made 15 mistakes in a row, and also the RNG they got, they were making a risk that they didn't have to make. Oh, old adventure games. Aha! Now, there! Okay. I can get behind the hate on old adventure games and calling them badly designed. We can agree on something. You ever played Enter the Gungeon? Not yet. Sometimes enemies spawn in patterns that straight up make it impossible to dodge through or around due to some of the challenges just spawning random enemies. Are you certain that it's literally impossible, though? Moth murder in time. Oh, so you think I can reach the moth? Give me a second. Oh, Han is giving me the weirdest look. I heard noise coming from that general direction, and I was like, oh my god, did I leave Han in the pantry again? Because when we first moved here, like really early on, I had somehow accidentally locked Han in the pantry, in the food pantry. He like wandered in there when I had the door open and I didn't notice, and then I closed the door. And then I didn't realize until like that night when I went, like Rebecca and I had gone to bed and we didn't know where Han was, and we were like, oh, he's exploring the house. But then very faintly I heard, and then I'm like, sounds like Han meowing. And then I go down, and so I go downstairs and I listen, and I hear, and I'm like, oh my god, Han could not possibly be in the pantry. And then I opened the pantry door, and there was Han, and he was very, very happy and very, very lovey-dovey. Would you believe he still likes to go in the pantry? But anyways, yeah, I was worried, oh no, did I leave Han in there? Because that is, like, now a constant fear I always have. Because I heard a noise coming from that direction. And so I go and I open the pantry, and nope, he's not in there. And then I realize, oh wait, and I look on top of the kitchen cabinets, and there he is, just, like, licking himself. That was the noise I heard. He was licking himself and sort of bumping up against the potted plant up there. And he's just looking down at me like, what? What's going on in the pantry? Whew. I was a little worried when he jumped down there and dodged it. I'm sorry, they. I shouldn't assume the moth's gender. How am I doing today? I'm doing okay. Thank you, heart emojis. At this point, I've got to I'm late enough in the run, I gotta focus, so I'm gonna stop talking as much as I can manage to make myself stop talking. Oh, dagnabbit, that destroyed the whole point! The whole point was that I wouldn't waste ammo by doing this. This is not a good time. My Tourette's is acting up. It's making me want to press every button on the controller simultaneously. Was this the room? No. Okay, square machine. Oh, that's right. It doesn't fire 3 times. It only fires twice. Oh. Wait, what? What? It fires 3 times sometimes? I guess that's if you don't hit it? Is that how that works? Oh my god! I think it's only if you don't hit it. I guess if you hit it, it delays the next shot, probably, is why that works that way? Okay, that time it did 3, but I only hit it once. That's so weird. I thought it fired 3 times every time? Really? Because I remember it just only ever shooting twice. Wait, did it shoot 3 times or twice that time? I think my brain might just be weird. It fired 3 times. I haven't been mentally counting the first shot because I always just like am able to walk under that one really easily, but then the other 2 I have to watch out for. I think that's what's going on there. So mentally I was just ignoring the first shot, but I was grouping the second 2 together. Oh my god. That's the dumbest. This is the dumbest way to get hit. 0, 1, 2. Basically, yeah, that's basically how my brain was doing it. Oh my god. It's just such a stupid reason to get hit, you know? Practice run, go? Yeah. Upping death counter, and now I'm just gonna finish up the game. And this was the last run for the night. I wanted to keep tonight's stream short. It's going a little better than Rockman 3, I believe. Way better than Rockman 3. Also, there's something I have to do. Oh, I don't think you can... Yeah, you can do it now. I'm not sure if you can do it safely, but... There we go. This is not viable for the actual run because I kind of need that ammo. There's like 2 super duper ammo capsules. But you can do this. What? So basically the edge of the screen misaligns you from the bottom of the platform that you're connected to. And the way it works is that Rockman goes up until he reaches a ceiling. Okay. I just had to fall for a while. We good. Also, I found out Ring kills those in 1 hit. It does also work on this one. There's just a little bit of a problem for this one. Well, number one of the problems is we really want that weapon energy. But number 2... Yeah, that happens. Theoretically, if you time it right, you'd be able to drop down and then just get back on screen just in time. The problem is, Rockman is still raising himself, like, constantly. He is increasing his vertical position constantly while you're up there. And he does have to fall back down. Did everyone who just joined, this is practice? Yeah, this is practice. I got hit on Square Machine. Don't ask why I got hit by Square Machine. It's not relevant. Still new record, right? Nope. My current record is at Cossack. Actually, getting Cossack like one hit away from death even, which really sucked. And that was also a point where my brain just flubbed. Like I just forgot critical information and thought that I was safe when I wasn't. I think I actually am gonna... Yeah, now I've got full wire. Huh, I don't necessarily need to use Toad here. It's just Skullbots. They're really simple. Do you use notes? I wrote a bunch of notes before I started streaming for like every level. Although I gave up like in the Wily stages because I got bored. I mean the Cossack stages. What did I say? But I mostly wrote those notes for the sake of like making it more concrete in my mind by writing it down. Because like it's a whole thing that if you actively have to think of something enough to write it down, then it's gonna stick with you more. There we go. Rockman! Could you please stop glowing? It's a little distracting! Like how Cossack's only plan for facing Rockman directly was Nintendo Badge Arcade. I know, right? To be fair, if Cossack wants to pretend to be evil, Nintendo Badge Arcade is a pretty good approximation. Nintendo Badge Arcade even supported anymore? Yeah. When they stopped actively updating the game, they actually even switched it to double free plays every day mode. And also every single board is randomly swapped out every day. So it's actually better to play now than it was when the game was officially supported. Isn't that amazing? You know how nowadays they announce like a week beforehand, we will be shutting down all servers, you will lose everything. The end. Bye. Get out. Get out. Get out. How dare you have given us money? No, Nintendo Badge Arcade did the opposite. They made it a better game after they stopped supporting it. However, there is one very important asterisk. Some of the boards do not seem to be available anymore. I have yet to see the third-party boards anymore, like the Rockman ones. I have not seen them in a very long time. And I have heard that there were, like, holiday boards, which also don't seem to show up. Like Valentine's Day and Christmas ones. So you can't get everything anymore. But if you want to decorate your home menu and you want to go for at least even just the fun of collecting them, it is still active. Right now, I have been playing it over the last couple days. I keep forgetting to boot it up every day, but like it's still there. You can still play it. Yeah, what I was saying, it's even more playable now than it used to be, because it used to be you might be lucky that they're doing, like, they'll give you one free play some days, sometimes. And then you would have to be lucky enough to get free plays from the practice catcher, which is essentially random. And there are boards where you need a certain number of free plays to clear them. Like, the board resets every day. So you need a certain number of plays to actually get certain badges. Like they'll have like 5 badges stacked on top of each other, and you have to get them one by one. So you can't even clear the board if you don't get 5 plays in a single day. You can also get an extra free play from the practice catcher, and I swear you are guaranteed to get at least one every day. You are not guaranteed. I have had days where I did not get a free play from the practice catcher when I really sucked at it. But yes, it is definitely rigged in some way that you are very, 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 very likely to at least get one free play if you don't reach 10 practice badges. What game are you talking about? Nintendo Badge Arcade. Basically, it's like a free-to-play-ish decoration accumulation tool for the 3DS, where you would get badges that you could decorate the 3DS home menu with. Like, they'd take up slots on, like, the software menu. And they were just there as pure decoration. And you'd get free plays sometimes. Nowadays, you get 2 free plays every day, guaranteed, and then whatever you get from the practice catcher, which you can play once per day. What was I doing? What was I doing? Oh my God. I was practicing Rockman 4, but I don't seem to be practicing Rockman 4 very much right now, do I? But yeah, I'm really sad that they didn't bring it back for the Switch. Like, the Switch's menus are a huge downgrade from the 3DS. It's like friggin' a crime. Remember when the Xbox 360 launched with one of the best home menus a console has ever had in history? And then they patched it out for one of the worst ones? Okay. Here's a tough spot. Let's see if I can actually do this first try. Ah. That was close. Cool, first try. Mother never let me have a Microsoft console as a kid, so imagine my surprise when she got me a 360 as a Christmas gift in 2014. Aww. Hi, YouTube. This is practice. I'm sorry. I died at Square Machine. Oh no! Man, my ammo saving strats! I swear my D-pad is getting less sensitive. That's not good. All this Rockman's wearing it down. And this is the controller that I switched to because the D-pad on the other controller was worn down. Although that D-pad I think got fixed. I think yeah, I had buttons that weren't working right. And Rebecca fixed it. I think she swapped out both the D-pad and the controller buttons. Either her or somebody at her work. I forget if she actually did it herself or not. Also, oh my god, this RNG. There you go. So, theoretically, I could switch to that other controller if this D-pad's not doing it for me. Ooh. Thank you. Me. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, this is the funny one. If anybody's not seen this boss Damageless, you in for a treat. Well, Mal, really? It's more complicated than you might think at first. It does have a hitbox for contact. It does have a contact hitbox. But that hitbox can be destroyed by drill missiles. For whatever reason. There, perfect. I was taking a risk there, but I figured it was practice. So who cares? Fair is the last part where, like, I could just randomly die. No, no, no. It's not after 6 I decided I can do whichever. It's after 6 I can do other sub-series within Rockman. And Damageless runs of just other games in general. Like Pokemon. Crap. I already broke my rule. Pokemon doesn't count because it was God tier. Rockman is just friggin' baby easy mode. Whew, God! That happens sometimes where, like, a bullet just does that, and it's so scary. I do wonder if I'm actually legit taking a risk there, like if it's possible for that bullet to hit me. Okay. Holy crap, Wily. Holy crap, Wily! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Finally! Oh, dang. I was close to doing, like, almost the entire run, other than that square machine flub, but, messed up here. Can't you, like, hit him from behind in this one? Nope. I don't know why everybody thinks you can do that. Like, there's a giant Wily machine in the way, you know? You didn't kill Wily with rain? No, that doesn't count as beating the game. No, 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 no. That does not count as beating the game. That is a soft lock. That's the opposite of what I want. Like, even if you technically kill an enemy that in the lore is Wily, that does not mean that you beat the final boss, Wily Capsule. So if you kill that one random enemy, Wily, and softlock the game there, then you won't have beaten the game yet. You'll just have killed a random enemy named Wily. Okay, but yeah, I do want to end the stream so that I have a little bit more of my night to myself. It's 11 o'clock, so yeah, it's decently late. Is 2 hits your PB? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. And the 2 spots I got hit are parts that I don't feel the need to practice heavily. Like, I know their movesets. It's just I need to not brain flub. So yeah, see you tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. Night-nights, heart emojis, thanks for joining.